Good evening, everyone. It's such an honor to stand before you today, a room filled with strength, wisdom, and life experience. And yes, I said strength, because being over 60 doesn't mean slowing down. It doesn't mean fading into the background or surrendering to time. No, it means rising to a new chapter, one where you take ownership of your body, your energy, and your future in a way that maybe you never have before. Now, I want to start with a question, one that might sound simple, but cuts deep. When was the last time you felt truly powerful in your body? Not just okay, not just doing fine, but alive, energized, capable, unstoppable. For many of us, especially after 60, that feeling seems to drift away. We're told to take it easy, to walk, to stretch a bit, to stay safe. But let me tell you something, safety is not the same as vitality. And if you want to stay young, truly young, you must move with purpose, not just pace. So tonight, we're going to talk about 5 exercises, 5 movements that are better than walking. And not just better in some trendy fitness way, but better for your longevity, your strength, your confidence, and your independence. Surgeon approved, science backed, soul tested. But before I get to the exercises, let me set the stage. For decades, walking has been the go-to prescription for older adults. And yes, walking is wonderful. It's gentle. It's accessible. It's a good starting point. But it's not enough to rebuild muscle. It's not enough to protect your joints. It's not enough to reverse aging in your bones or maintain your balance and reaction time. You see, our bodies after 60 crave something deeper, something that challenges our systems just enough to trigger growth, renewal, and repair. When you walk, you move, but when you train, you transform. So I want you to imagine this next phase of your life not as a decline, but as an upgrade, not as an ending, but a redesigned art, because the truth is, you can absolutely get stronger after 60. You can rebuild lost muscle. You can improve balance, memory, and even bone density. And these 5 exercises are going to show you how. Let's begin. The first exercise, and I want you to feel this in your soul, is the sit-to-stand. Simple, right? Just standing up from a chair. But here's the thing. This movement is a mirror to your independence. It's the difference between relying on someone and being self-sufficient. It strengthens your legs, your glutes, your lower back, and your core, all in one move. When you practice sit-to-stand intentionally, feet planted, chest proud, core engaged, you're training your body for the most basic and important motion in daily life. You're telling your body, I'm still here. I can get up. I can rise. Now, why is this better than walking? Because walking doesn't strengthen your getting up muscles. It moves you forward, yes, but it doesn't lift you up. And after 60, lifting yourself up is everything. So, here's your challenge, 5 sets of 10. Start with a sturdy chair, arms crossed or on your knees. Every day, build the habit. Don't just stand, rise. Feel your legs burned. That's not age, that's energy coming back to life. Now, let's move to the second exercise, the wall push-up. I can see some of you smiling already because I know what you're thinking. Push-ups, not me, but stay with me. Wall push-ups are for everyone, and they're one of the best total body exercises for those over 60. When you press against the wall, you're strengthening your arms, chest, and shoulders, muscles you use every single day to push open doors, lift groceries, or brace yourself when you stumble. You're also activating your core, the foundation of stability. And here's something powerful. When you challenge those muscles, even just a little, you send a message to your brain. I'm still growing. Your brain responds by sharpening coordination and balance. That's why I say it's better than walking, because it trains your whole system, not just your legs. You can start with 10 reps, then 15, then maybe one day you move to a counter, then to the floor. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Every push is a declaration that you're still capable of creating change in your body. Let's pause here for a moment, because I want you to understand something deeper. You are not fragile. You are adaptable. You are the result of millions of years of survival, resilience, and regeneration. And the reason we lose strength as we age isn't because we're getting old. It's because we stop demanding strength from ourselves. That ends today. The third exercise, one of the most transformative, is the step up. Find a staircase or even a sturdy step. Hold on to the railing if you need, and slowly step up with one leg, then the other. Then step down. Do it again. This movement mimics real life, stairs, curbs, uneven ground. It strengthens your glutes, thighs, calves, and your balance reflexes. But even more importantly, it builds confidence. Every time you step up, you're literally and figuratively rising. You're reminding your body and mind that you still climb, still progress, still conquer. I've seen people in their 70s and 80s start with a single step and end up bounding up entire flights of stairs after a few months. That's not luck. That's biology responding to effort. And yes, it's better than walking because walking is repetitive, predictable, and horizontal. Step-ups challenge your balance vertically. They teach your body to react, adjust, and control. That's what prevents falls. That's what keeps you free. The fourth exercise might surprise you, the plank hold. Now, before you panic, I'm not asking for a floor plank. You can start with a counter plank, hands on a countertop, feet back, body straight. Hold for 10 seconds, then 15, then 30. That's it. You'll feel your belly engaged, your back aligned, your arms support, your whole system working together. Why is this so powerful? Because your core is the control center of every movement you make. When it weakens, everything else compensates. Your back, your hips, your knees. Strengthen your core, and suddenly your posture improves, your breathing deepens, and your balance stabilizes. It's not about looking fit, it's about feeling functional. And that's why the plank beats walking every time. And finally, the fifth exercise, my favorite, the one that binds all the others together, dynamic balance training, or as I like to call it, the dance of staying young. This isn't about choreography or rhythm. It's about training your body to move through space with awareness and control. You can do it by standing on one leg, gently swinging the other. You can do it by practicing heel Tudor walks across your living room, or by moving side to side, slow and controlled. Balance training wakes up your nervous system. It teaches your brain to communicate better with your muscles. It's the single most powerful way to prevent falls, the number one cause of injury in older adults, and to maintain the independence that keeps you vibrant, mobile, and free. Better than walking? Absolutely. Because walking doesn't challenge balance, it assumes it. But balance training builds it. Now, as we talk about these 5 exercises, sit to stand, wall push-ups, step-ups, planks, and balance training, I want you to realize something. These are not just movements. These are messages to your body. Every time you move, you're saying, I still choose life. Every repetition whispers, I'm still capable. Every drop of sweat says, I'm still growing. Because let me tell you, muscle doesn't care about age. Bone doesn't care about age. Your body only responds to demand. And when you demand strength, it delivers. I've worked with countless individuals who came to me feeling old, tired, weak, and within weeks of intentional movement, their faces changed. Their posture lifted. Their voices carried new energy. One woman told me, I thought my best years were behind me. Now, I realized they were just waiting for me to show up. That's what these exercises do. They awaken what's already inside you. You see, aging isn't the enemy. Inactivity is. And the moment you decide to move, to challenge, to rise, you rewrite your story. Now, I want you to imagine yourself a few months from now. You wake up in the morning, your back doesn't ache. You stand taller. You feel steady, confident. You reach for a bag of groceries, lift it easily. You climb stairs without fear. You walk outside not just to move, but to live. That's not a fantasy. That's a choice. So, here's my call to action. Starting tonight, commit to movement. Real movement. Do your sit-to stands while you wait for the kettle to boil. Do your wall push-ups during commercials. Step up and down while brushing your teeth. Hold a plank against the counter before breakfast. Practice your balance while waiting for the microwave to beep. Movement isn't something you add to your life. It's something you weave into it. You don't need a gym. You don't need a trainer. You don't even need fancy clothes. You just need the courage to begin and the consistency to continue, because when you move, everything changes. Your heart pumps stronger. Your brain clears. Your mood lifts. Your immune system wakes up. Your metabolism are EIGNITES. And suddenly, the number 60 doesn't mean decline. It means momentum. I want to leave you with the truth that a few people here, you are not past your prime. You are in your prime if you choose to be. You've lived, loved, lost, learned. You've endured storms and built wisdom that can't be taught. Now it's time to give your body the same strength you've given your spirit all these years. These 5 exercises, simple, accessible, powerful, are your bridge to that. Don't underestimate the power of 15 minutes a day. Don't underestimate the power of belief, because here's the secret. Motion is medicine.